This is how I do it here for Ladybug.
Getting the Ladybug hair done. I'm not a pro. Don't grade me on this.
And once in a while, I will have her help me sit one shoe up or sideways. Just she is using it.
And a little.
So you might have to order some Shine and GM.
We like this one because it's got nutrients in it. There's like a natural conditioner in it, so it doesn't mess up your hair at the same time with like harsh chemicals.
I heard Wonder Woman makes her hair to make her hair flat as possible. So the wig is flat. It fits the skin.
Yeah, if you try to do a bun, it leaves a bump in the wig and it makes it more noticeable. So if you do a braid first, it's a little more smooth down to the scalp and it allows the wig to sit a lot better. So that's why we are braiding. So I combed her hair out really good with this comb first, just to get it as smooth as we can, and then I put the gel in.
What is this one?
I just ran that through with my fingertips. And now I'm braiding it, and then afterwards we'll touch up again. Like, there's always going to be little flyaways and stuff. We'll just put a little more gel on those, and it'll put everything nice and smooth.
And this takes, what, 10 minutes?
Probably not that long. It should go pretty quickly.
I know.
The braid doesn't have to be perfect because you're not going to see it anyways. It's going to be covered, but just try to get it as close to the head as you can.
I know when I first started, the whole process was an hour.
Yeah, I would say with the makeup, the costume, everything, that's probably pretty accurate.
And I got it down to 45 minutes.
Yep, as you get, well, hopefully this video will help anyone in the future if you need assistance with stuff. Like I said, the braid does not have to be perfect because you're not going to see it anyways. It's just a
French braid.
Yep, French braid, just to keep it nice and smooth, and it'll help the wig look more natural and sit a lot better on the head. I'm certainly not a perfect braider.
I'm not ill. That's why I will have a cookie do it.
You just wing it.
Winging it is the best.
And when I first started, my mom and dad were helping me. So when they got tired of helping me, I got
Extra people to lend some hands.
yeah.
I am almost done with the braid, and then I'm going to put 2 hair ties in the bottom to make sure it's secure.
I usually have the costume on doing this part.
Yes, when we do this, she always has the costume already on, which she pretty much does by herself. Just might need help zipping a few things up, but other than that, no assistance needed with that part.
Except the shoes.
Yes.
The shoes, I have one costume that has the shoes in it the juice out of it, and that's pretty much it.
So this is what the back of the hair looks like. I just have to tuck the bottom of the braid in underneath the bottom of the hair and get the flyaways. We use the hair wax stick.
It
Pushes up from the bottom. We'll get that on, and then a little more gel if we need to. And then I got a fine comb everything down.
This is just a feel for the next support staff. Or
Anyone in the future that needs to help you with
Yeah.
it.
And I usually do this for the kids. That's why I am
Into cosplay.
into cosplay. Yes, this is something. Because cosplay is for everyone. And it's not the dirty cosplay. I know some of you think cosplay is only in the devil. It's not.
Not that kind of cosplay. We're not doing like barroom role playing or anything here. Not going into Chuck's Tavern. Hi, you want me to be your wife today? Yeah, we're not that kind of cosplay. Okay, I think we are all good.
Shout out to Janet or Griffin Local. If I do have someone to be, I use my natural hair color.
Perfect.
And they don't come through the wig hair of color. They are invisible.
Perfect. I think I got your braid pretty good. That we can go to the next step.
Yeah, and you can see how fat it is. This is what you are going for.
I pinned it. I took the bottom and I kind of twisted it off to the side a little bit and pinned it because her hair is so long. It just makes it easier to fit the wig on and it's not too bumpy.
The next step is with hair net. This is a long hair net. Then you put it overhead and touch it and put it overhead again.
Yep.
Because it has a second hole that is next to go over my head 2 times.
And it stretches quite a bit. More than what you'd think. So getting it on, that could be a pain.
Do you need my help at this point?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold this band right here. Then I get it on and then I make sure I get it up over her earrings because that can pinch on her ears.
And I do have Ladybug earrings that I will need help put on.
Yes, yep, true, I forgot about that. Good call. We leave this down a little bit and then once we get the wig on we can push it up to where it needs to be.
Yeah.
It's better to have it down a little bit at first. We got it as smooth as we can get her. Her hair's getting so long in the back.
And we do
Eyeshadow.
then the front part, the last. This is my,
I'm gonna wash my hands and you can explain that.
this is my professional. As you can see, we use it a lot. This is Rosa. We use eyelash glue for your eyelashes because it looks like silicone. If you ever heard of silicone, it's basically that for the eyelashes. You will have to knock the makeup to a nut. Welcome to a castle. No.
So this is the mask. I try and match her eyeshadow as best as I can because when she has the mask on, you try to fill all of these spaces in with this same shade of red. Might have to mix a few colors and then I periodically put it back up to make sure I'm in the right area.
Yes. And you just go down on the cheeks. Like that is not on the cheeks. Up here.
Yep. Pretty much stay between like here and the eyebrow and right about here. You're good. Maybe a little onto the nose, but you don't have to do really any on the nose. It's just like the inner corner. So close your eyes. I'm going to put a little primer on your eyes, and that just makes everything stick a little bit better.
And it helps my eyes be protected by the sun.
Yes.
You. Because all of my makeup products has sunblock in it.
For this, we usually only use 2, maybe 3 brushes. I start out with like a bigger, fluffier brush.
This one is good for the
right around the eyes. We just kind of smudge the first shade of red around, and then, like I said, take the mask and you just match it up with whatever colors you think are going to be best. Tip your head back a little bit. You can kind of see in what she's got because the ones that we use the most, you can tell that they've been used more than the other colors. So I use this color first, and next I'm going to go in with more of this orangey color over here to tone down the bright red. But this is really all you have to do is stay in this area. See, then I just hold it up to see where I need to fill in a little better. See, that's pretty good. I'm gonna go with 1 shade lighter red. I'm gonna do this color next because it's just a little bit lighter. I went a tiny bit too dark, and this should lighten it up.
And at this point, I need chili pieces because they are tickling me or the brush.
You put your head up for just a second. You get this side right here. And let's match her up and see where we are. Put your head up for a second. Go just a tiny bit. I go with this one just a little bit. Yeah, that should be good.
And I only have a bit in the middle. One more.
Put your head back a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty close. Let me just
I don't do this every month. It's only in the summer, fall.
Yeah, every once in a while there might be one that's in the spring or fall, but mostly summer months. For the most part. And actually we ended up only having to use just that one brush. So that worked out perfect. I'm gonna do just a little bit of setting powder around the edges. You don't have to do it all over it. It just gets the edges to set. So right around here, it doesn't smudge down her face. So I just kind of put that, tap it on the edges. This, you don't have to do this, but I think it helps prevent it from smudging down her cheek, especially on days when there's events and it's like really warm.
Yeah, I was at a event that was 93 degrees, and my makeup on my eyes came off.
Put your head back, close your eyes. I'm gonna do setting spray. It scared the cat. So that's it for the eyeshadow portion. So as you see, when you hold this up, it fits in perfectly. And you didn't have to go too far down, just in the area right through the center part.
I usually have help like that because I grab up. We never put eyelash glue on the eyebrow area because it will rip up the eyebrows.
Yeah.
So we usually have it go down here and around and in my nose area. This is the eyeshadow glue I use. And it has hold my nose at 10 hours of rest before.
So basically, open it up and brush it on. Oh, brush it onto the mask. Below, up top, but kind of avoid the upper area because that's where her eyebrows sit and you don't want it on the eyebrows. So this attaches to the skin, not all over the eyebrow.
And you can tell
Yeah.
by the eyeshadow by the neck.
Yeah, pretty much where it sits on her face. Just avoid this top area on both sides. And you can see from the front of the mask too, there's like grooves. I just don't go above those grooves because I know that's where her eyebrows are going to sit. So this would go on. We're not going to actually glue it on, but we'll just place it on. Oh, I'm going to pull this back down just a tiny. I moved it up just so we could do the eyeshadow and stuff. But we place this on and then we pin it in the back. And I usually do one pin on each side just to make sure. Tell me when it's comfortable for you.
Yep.
She'll tell you when it's in the right spot, and then you go through and you just pin it on.
And I usually have eyeliner on my eyes.
Yep. We just didn't do that because it's going to be taking it back off. But the mask is a little loose in the back, so I fold it and then kind of pin it behind the, not right behind the ear, but back behind the ear a little ways. Just make sure it's in the area and the neck real good.
Yeah.
And then it's just the...
And if you ever seen the Miraculous show, the shot cannot be showing down here. It needs to be in my hair.
Yes.
So it's not keep working.
So then from here we go to the...
Wait.
Sometimes this is a two-person job, but I'm gonna attempt it.
I will help because if I help the foot, it lays flat.
Yeah.
And
She's gonna grab the front and kind of hold it in the front, and then
sometimes,
pull it on the back.
sometimes my mom and dad will help you guys.
Yep. And then we'll push the knit up here, and then it's just little adjustments until it feels like it's right before you pin it. Make sure, she'll tell you when it's comfortable. She knows the spot that it needs to be in. She's worn it so many times.
And sometimes I don't do Ladybug. I do her everyday outfit too.
I'm not gonna actually pin it today, but I'll just show where we would normally put the pins in.
Yes.
So she'll tell you when it's comfortable.
If I see that means you hit my head.
Yep. You can see that it's pretty smooth on top because there's a bump, but it's more towards the back. And that's where I turned that braid a little bit. But it's hidden by the pigtails. As you can see, there's no bumps like up here. You can see the little one in the back where I had curved the ponytail a little bit, or the braid a little bit, but it's kind of hidden by the pigtails. And then I usually do a pin towards the back, and then on each side, and then in the front if it absolutely needs it, but no more than like 5 pins to hold it. If it's in the right spot, it just kind of fits into its groove because she's wore it so many times.
This turns up in the back.
Yes.
Sometimes it can loosen up.
Yep.
So look in the wig and make sure it's tight.
Yep. Yeah, you can feel it in there once you get it on. And then once you get it all in, then you can like do all the little fixing of the hairs, and if it needs any like touch-up hairspray, anything like that.
Yeah.
You just do everything in reverse when she gets back from the event.
Yeah.
You take it all off in reverse.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you want to say before we end the video?
And we actually, I have like 5 or maybe 7 characters that I do this trick.
This is your main character. You
Yeah.
had the longest.
This is my long character because I love her so much.
This is the one that you are most of the time and would need help with most of the time.
Yeah.
For now, anyways.
And sometimes I get requests for my other characters.